It's huge. I mean, we all want to move up, to the big tour, and this helps a lot. I still got work to do. I got to reach a certain amount of points, but this is a huge stepping stone. It gives me relief that I know that I'm going to be around at least for a couple of years and give myself the chance to move up and then really make some money.
Korn Ferry Tour professional TJ Vogel, the 2022 Club Car champion. Vogel slipping on the unique seersucker jacket after winning the tournament by just one stroke for his first career victory. Good evening and welcome to Inside the Ropes. I'm Amy Zimmer. Another exciting finish to the Club Car Championship on the Deer Creek course at the Landings Club. Entering the final round, get this, only 3 strokes separated the top 6 golfers on the leaderboard. The leaderboard remained jam-packed, featuring multiple lead changes during Sunday's final round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Make par on hole 1. Here's Anderson on hole 2. What a beautiful shot. Check it out. Almost holes out for an eagle. He would tap it in for birdie. Now Anderson would bogey 3 holes on the front 9. However, put his rally cap on the back and would take a share of the lead at just 1 point in that tournament, and he finished tied for second at 16 under. Former Florida Gator TJ Vogel on hole 1. He would set himself up for birdie. Vogel with a whopping 4 birdies and an eagle on the front 9 alone. Just one of the many highlights to come in his round. Former Armstrong standout Shad Tootin looking for an eagle at the par 5 third here on this next hole. And Tootin would go and just miss. He would settle on the birdie there early in his round. He would finish tied for 53rd at even par. Moving on to the next few holes here, Nicholas Echevarria making moves Sunday. He sinks the birdie putt up at the 6th par 5-6 to stay within striking distance. He would finish tied for 5th at 13 under. Jimmy Stanger with a solid week at the Landings. He's looking for birdie at number 3. Take a look at that roll, nothing but the bottom of the cup for him. He would finish in solo 4th place at 14 under. After a solid 4 under par 68 final round. Staying there at 3, Mark Hubbard with the long eagle attempt. Leaves it just a little short. Leads to the birdie for him. Hubbard finishing tied for 9th at 11 under. Ryan Blom continuing his steady play. He's looking for eagle midway through his front 9. From just off the green, he just misses. Settles on the birdie to keep pace. He would take the lead at 1 point, however, finishing a tie for 2nd at 16 under. Vogel started his round on fire. After a birdie at number 1, we showed you moments ago, he had the eagle attempt here at number 3. He's got the flat stick working. Vogel drops it in for the eagle. Couple holes later, now the birdie try again gets him moving to minus 17. Now there would be multiple lead changes with golfers catching Vogel at points, however, would stay solid on the back 9. By the time he approached 18, pressure was off. This is him there on hole 18. He would par and go into the clubhouse as a solo leader. Impressive day for Vogel, the 3rd consecutive winner who trailed by 3+ strokes after the 3rd round. Wouldn't be long until he was escorted back to 18, where the 5th time in the history of the tournament, the Club Car crowning its champion, Vogel, with his first ever career win.
Pushing me over the edge, I feel like getting off to that hot start. I was hitting it great and making some putts, and I didn't really leaderboard watch, so I didn't get too uncomfortable until the end. Middle of the back 9, I kind of knew where I was, and hit a couple of squirrely shots, but I was able to recover. And me and my caddy, we had a great game plan today, and we just stuck with it no matter what. And I just want to thank him too, because yeah, this is my first win, and it was special, and he was a big part of it.
A look at the final leaderboard from the Club Car Championship. TJ Vogel finishing on top at 17 under. Golfers on his tail, just 1 stroke behind. Ryan Blom and Buford native Mark Anderson finishing in a tie for 2nd at 16 under. Jimmy Stanger walks away with 4th place at 14 under and a 2-way tie at 5th place, and then finishing at 13 under. All right, time to bring in Dave Williams. Now, Dave, you spent a lot of time on the course Sunday and talking to golfers after their final round. With the constant lead changes during Sunday, how were most golfers feeling after turning in their scorecard?
Well, Amy, it was a very competitive final round, and the common theme seemed to be, while golfers were, of course, wishing they were on top, they were happy with the overall tournament experience, from the weather to the fans to even comparing it to a PGA Tour event. Speaking of, one golfer actually punched his ticket to the PGA Tour, the Club Car Championship. Carl Yuan finished tied for 7th at 12 under par to become the first player to cross the 900-point threshold the Korn Ferry Tour is currently using as its fail-safe threshold for players to finish among the top 25 and earn a PGA Tour card at the end of the season.
Well, obviously, I'm pretty excited about it. You know, being able to, knowing that I will be on tour next year, that's great news for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season and next year on tour.
Now, of course, Yuan just one of 3 mainland Chinese players in history to earn PGA Tour cards. Amy?
That's what makes the Club Car Championship so special. Fans get to see the future stars of the PGA Tour right here in the hostess city. All right, thanks so much, Dave. We'll check back in with you later. Still to come on Inside the Ropes, Beaufort native Mark Anderson just one shot away from forcing a playoff Sunday. Hear from Anderson after his final round when Inside the Ropes continues. Stay with us. Welcome back to Inside the Ropes. Besides the small rain delay on Thursday at the Club Car Championship, it was a stunning week for golf out at the Landings Club. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Nelson. Now, Jeremy, it was a perfect day out on the golf course. What can we expect heading into the work week?
Yeah, into the work week, and also, hey, it's Masters week, so some people may be headed up to Augusta. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Just out the door tomorrow morning. A little on the cool side early, 50 degrees, pretty close to it early on by 9 a.m., low 60s during the afternoon hours. On Monday, highs will top out around 80 degrees. No threat of rain for Monday. However, Tuesday, is an impact weather day, and here's why. We do have a severe weather risk, this yellow shaded area, slight risk of severe weather, then marginal surrounding it. So it is a lower end threat of severe weather, but certainly one we're keeping close tabs on. Here's Futurecast Monday afternoon. I mentioned no rain in the forecast, sunny to partly cloudy skies. You want sunglasses, no umbrella needed for tomorrow. Now Tuesday, a little different story as we start to go into the afternoon. Could have some spotty showers pop up, and then the main line of thunderstorms would start cruising its way across Georgia, the western Carolinas, eventually arriving in southeast Georgia and the low country sometime later Tuesday afternoon into early Tuesday evening. And there it is. There could be some stronger, maybe isolated severe storms embedded within that line that blows off the coastline between about 6 and 7 p.m. And then a few leftover showers Tuesday evening. A renewed chance of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for Wednesday. So let's go through the area's only 10-day forecast now. Impact weather day Tuesday, 80% chance of what would be mainly mid to late afternoon, early evening showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe, strong winds, heavy downpours, even a lower end chance of an isolated tornado in our area. 40% chance of thunderstorms Wednesday, then 30% chance of showers on Thursday. Notice that stretch of highs in the 80s will be erased very quickly as a strong cold front blows through. Highs potentially only into the 60s on Saturday and low 70s for Sunday. Our average high by then about 77 or 78 degrees, so we will be well below average. If you want this forecast on the go, all 10 days of it, it is ready right now in the free WJCL 22 News app, the hour-by-hour numbers, the interactive radar, and of course that 10-day forecast.
All right, thanks so much, Jeremy. Well, the beautiful weather this weekend helped keep a big gallery around for Buford native Mark Anderson. Anderson, considered a fan favorite playing in the Korn Ferry Tour event, practically in his own backyard. Now, when Anderson walked off the 18th green Sunday, kids were chasing him to the scorecard tent, shouting his name, asking for autographs. I even heard a kid ask for his shoe. Yeah. Anderson soaking up his time playing close to home. I went one-on-one with Anderson after carding a final round of 1 under par 71, tied for second at 16 under for the tournament.
I'm a little disappointed, obviously. It came up strokes short. It was a tough day. I hit it really good, but didn't feel great around the greens and on the greens, and gave a bunch of strokes away, but hung in there, gave myself a great chance, and then unfortunately it didn't finish up too good, but it was a good effort. I'm pleased with the way I'm playing, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the year.
Just to have the kids following you off the green, how rewarding is it for you as a golfer knowing that at one point you were once in their shoes?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I was those kids seeking autographs and staying out here all day getting them, but it's fun to see. You know, it's kind of the atmosphere out around this week has been really fun. 18 is a great spot to hang out, and the Club Card just did another great tournament they put on, and I'm sure many more years to come.
Let's bring Dave Williams back in now. Dave, Mark Anderson wasn't the only golfer with some local ties.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. A former Armstrong State Pirate, Shad Tootin, made the cut on a Korn Ferry event for the 6th consecutive time. And after a nice round Saturday, he struggled a bit in his final round with a 6-over par to finish the tournament tied for 53rd at even par. After his round, our Rick Snow caught up with him.
We're talking with Shad Tootin, who back in the day was an Armstrong State Pirate. Can't be that anymore because that's now part of Georgia Southern. But Shad, I know that wasn't the kind of finish that you wanted, but what do you take from this experience?
Yeah, you know, it's another one of those things where you put a notch in the belt for experience, and you know, I'm getting a lot better with you know, staying within myself on the golf course. And honestly, I really didn't play that bad. My putter just let me down. So it's those things that I take away from days like this that make me a better person and a player.
You still have hopes of making the PGA Tour?
Oh yeah, yes sir. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I mean, I've made 6 cuts in a row. I'm hitting the ball better than I ever have. I just got to get the putter hot. When I do, they better watch out.
I know I saw you on number 1, and you had a little bad luck coming out of the woods there, and boy, it took a high.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, those bounces go your way. And today, unfortunately, they didn't. But, you know, again, I love Savannah. I love everything about it. And I had so much fun this week.
Still love playing golf?
Oh, every day. If I could do it every day, I really would. I love it. I really do.
Shad Tootin, we wish you the very best of luck. From the landings, Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
And Amy, you know, Shad also proved to be one of the most popular golfers with fans. He was very generous with his time in signing autographs for the youngsters, including his golf clubs, and giving them away. Not too bad.
Watching the pros interact with the kids, one of my favorite things about professional golf tournaments. It's great to see finally the full fan experience back. All right, thanks so much, Dave. Stick around, much more to come on Inside the Ropes, including a trip to one of the most interesting spots on the Deer Creek course. We'll take you to Schooner Cove next. Long before the pros tee things up and spectators flock to the course, a very important group of people already hard at work. The Landings Club course management staff, officials from the Korn Ferry Tour, and even volunteers get the site ready each morning beginning around 4 o'clock. Wow, that is early. From the driving range to the putting green, in every hole on the course prepped for the day's action to ensure the Deer Creek course is up to professional tournament standards. Welcome back to Inside the Ropes. The Club Card Championship has many features that make it one of the more unique stops on the Korn Ferry Tour. But you'd be hard-pressed to find a more interesting spot than the 5th hole. Our Frank Slakowski has the story of Schooners Cove.
With their eyes on the sky, numbers in hand, the Schooner squad is on the job.
We reward guts. even though they may end up in the water.
This group of ladies has become the talk of the tournament each spring. Manning their seats behind the green, Elsa Linderschmidt and her team, the unofficial scorers and judges of tee shots at the par 4 fifth hole.
On Thursday, we're pretty easy. Friday, we get a little tougher. Today, we're going to be the most strict.
The Schooner squad, just one of the reasons the fifth hole has become a popular spot at the Club Card Championships at the Landings Club. There's also those dollar beers. If two golfers in a group make birdies, beers, well, they're just $1.
Really, it just started out in 2018, and we just brought some stands in from on the island and some chairs, and people came, and it just grew from there. And the more people that come, the more fun it is.
This week, this squad growing a little bit. Fans were encouraged to join in on the scoring fun, and they got the numbers to prove it.
It's a real privilege. I mean, we're so lucky to live out here. We have 6 golf courses. I mean, look at this one right now. It's so gorgeous and beautiful.
All right, thanks so much, Frank. Scooters Cove, just part of what makes the Club Card Championship a success. All right, our Dave Williams joins us again. Dave, you caught up with the tournament director after the final round, and also unique thing about this tournament director, one of the few female tournament directors of a golf professional event. What did she have to say with her final thoughts of this year's tournament?
Well, yeah, Amy, you're talking about Cheyenne Overby, and she can now exhale a little bit with this year's tournament in the history books. See, this year marks the 5th consecutive year of the event being contested at the Deer Creek Golf Course at the Landings. It's the second one with Club Car as the title sponsor. After a great first couple of years pre-pandemic, the event took a hit because of COVID for the 2020 and 2021 tournament, but it bounced back with a vengeance in 2022, returning to full capacity, which made Cheyenne Overby, of course, extremely proud.
I think we're always a little overwhelmed. It feels surreal. We had an incredible week, certainly the most fans we've ever had out on Saturday and Sunday. This place was slammed, buzzing with excitement, and that's all we want, right? It's special for us to look around and see everyone enjoying the tournament, enjoying these players, enjoying this beautiful community. So it feels a little surreal right now.
So, Amy, they will take a little bit of time off, not much, then go right to work on next year's tournament. Right now, the exact dates for the 2023 event are not exactly set. They will be announced at a later date.
All right, thanks so much, Dave. Looking forward to covering another Club Card Championship. All right, still to come on Inside the Ropes, the shot of the day. Yeah, you don't want to miss this one. One of the most impressive ones I've seen since covering this tournament. Keep it here. Welcome back to Inside the Ropes. All right, time for the shot of the day. Hole 2, Beaufort native Mark Anderson with a beautiful shot. Check it out. Almost falls right into the cup. He would walk right up and tap it in for birdie. And let me tell you, Anderson putting on a show for his gallery, of course, drawing plenty of fans to this event because he just lives right over the bridge in Beaufort. And Anderson, one of those golfers that loves to keep the fans engaged, and he does so with shots like this. Again, look at that, so close. What a shot. That's going to take our shot of the day. Dave, and really just one of the many good shots we saw all tournament long as I bring you back in. What were your thoughts on some of the shots that you might have seen?
Yeah, you know, that's kind of what makes this tournament so good. I mean, every year it seems to go down to the wire. In fact, this was the first year that they avoided a playoff in 3 years. It was almost the third consecutive year they had a playoff. Of course, it was only a one-stroke victory, else we would have had another playoff today. So just some great golf. All these guys have aspirations to be on a PGA Tour, so they're putting their best foot forward so that they can maybe get that PGA Tour card.
All right, Dave, how about another quick look at the leaderboard?
Yeah, of course, TJ Vogel, the winner there. There you see Ryan Blom and Mark Anderson tied for second place, along with Joey Stanger in fourth place, and then Martin Cotini and Nicholas Echeverria round out the leaderboard there. Just some outstanding golf.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for that. And just remember as well, golf coverage is not over yet. We also have the RBC Heritage coming up in just 2 weeks, where we, of course, will return with Inside the Ropes. That's going to do it for this edition of Inside the Ropes. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.